Salwan family, I am happy to extend a very warm welcome to all for the 2021-2022 school year. I am Vaishali Sipal, Coordinator, Middle Wing, and I take this opportunity to welcome respected Principal Ma'am, Ms. Rashmi Malik, Vice Principal Ma'am, Dr. Sunita Chakar, Headmistress Ma'am, Ms. Kumuda Neja, fellow colleagues and the new members of the Salwan family to the formal induction program. It is believed that the Vedic tradition of lighting the lamp transposes us from darkness to light and from ignorance to enlightenment. Let us undertake this journey together and make the beginning of the event brighter and auspicious with the virtual lamp lighting ceremony followed by Saraswati Vandana. That was indeed auspicious. History proclaims that progress occurs when a skillful leader seizes the opportunities to change things for the better. We are fortunate to have a principal ma'am, Ms. Rashmi Malik, as an inspiring leader who represents expansion, enhancement, and extension, both internally and externally. May I request respected principal ma'am to kindly share the words of wisdom, please.
Thank you so much, Vaishali, and good afternoon, everyone, and warm welcome to Salwan School family. I know many of you are already the parents with us, and the numbers are pretty less because we don't have seats, so that's a big issue. But then we thought that, okay, whosoever has taken admission for the next session should be given this induction. As far as the session is concerned, of course, from class 1 onwards, the school will be open from April. But the only thing which we are planning is to, call the students in staggered way. So each class will have different, timeline to come to the school. That detailed circular will be sent across to all of you. So that's one thing. Yes, you will be coming on campus if you give consent. Your ward will be coming and attending the classes on campus. Obviously, you need to do the formalities to come down to school that your class teacher and coordinator will let you know. I don't think I have to tell you about our school because you must have researched if you're a new parent here. You must have seen our website. You must be knowing what kind of legacy we hold. And fortunately, I mean, we all are actually, this particular batch will be going down the history of Silvan Public School Gurugram, because this batch will be joining in the silver anniversary year of the school. So yes, we are kickstarting our silver anniversary programs from 1st April onwards, and it's a very, very special session for all of us. So congratulations for selecting Silvan School for on this particular momentous occasion of ours. And as far as the teaching learning process is concerned, I'm sure if your ward is in class 1, then the child must have gone to some play school. And if your child is in higher classes, then of course the other school must have nurtured the child. There is always, people always start comparing all the schools with each other, which I think is not right. The reason being, schools are all good, teachers all are, putting in a lot of effort. What actually we have seen over the years is makes the teaching learning process successful is the communication. So for that, our school, you would find that is doing a great work, because we believe in individual attention, and individual attention cannot be given if we do not have, the good communication channels in place. So for all of you, I mean, obviously the coordinator and class teachers will be giving you detailed presentation today also, some overview of the entire process. But then slowly, steadily, when we'll be allotting the sections to your class, your ward, then the class teacher will get in touch with you. We will be creating a Skyzala group for all of you, class-wise, class and section-wise, wherein you will be invited to join, and all important announcements will be given in that. Along with that, we have our website where we put in the circular sections all the current circulars which you can go through. The most important thing for all of you would be that what exactly is going to happen in a month. So for on 1st April, you can just go on the school website and check what is going to happen for the entire month for your ward. There will be n number of activities which we'll be doing, whether it is virtual or on campus. It doesn't matter to us. We do everything now. We did it successfully last year, so we are very confident this year that we'll be able to sail through. There will be a lot of queries and questions in your mind. You'll be sent an email after this orientation, wherein we'll be asking you to post your queries in a Google form. And then we will be actually addressing those individually, right? So I'm sure that you're having your notebook and your pen with you, and you will be writing the important highlights, whatever the presentation will be talking about. I'll give you a general vision of this school with which we run the school. Our main vision is that the child should remain happy all the time. So when I say happy all the time, that means we are actually inculcating the values and the strength to face the challenges, so that the happiness of the child and the peace of the child is not disturbed. Okay, so that is our main aim. And I'm sure as parents also, this is what we want. I mean, whenever somebody is asking you why you're doing so much of hard work, we always say that we are doing it for our kids, right? बच्चों के लिए कर रहे हैं, but then if the children are not happy with whatever they are doing, then it all goes waste, right? So as a parent also, and as elder of this family also, my advice to all of you is that please stay in touch with the school, stay in touch with the teachers. In case your ward is not feeling happy for any reason, please discuss with us. We have enough experience to guide you towards the happiness once again. There are two things which I have seen in my entire life, which is very, very important to get inculcated in human beings, for a successful life. We are not only talking about successful academic life, we are actually talking about overall handling of the life, which is, there is a term used for it, and that's called life skills. what we have observed is if the child gets, the inculcation of two basic feelings and values in him or her, then the child actually becomes very strong later on when he grows up or she grows up. And those two things are love and respect. We need to teach the child that how to love. Now, when I say love, that doesn't obviously mean the love only for human beings. I'm talking about love for entire thing around the child. That is love for the home, love for the things the child has, love for the studies, love for the teacher, love for the parents, love for the grandparents. And if we see somewhere that this is lacking, we should immediately take action. The second important thing which we always focus on is respect. So respect not only for the teachers or the parents, respect for everybody whosoever is in the child's world, right? So if you can focus on these two things, I think rest everything else will fall into its right place. All right. Now, most important thing which I want to tell you right now is values cannot be taught but caught. What does that mean? That if you want your your child to love things, love the studies, love the games, love the all household work, etc., then you have to first show that love by doing the things yourself. If you want your child should be academically very strong, and we all know that we should be reading, right? So if you want your child to be knowing the whatever is happening, the current affairs, then the child cannot do the ratification. You cannot provide a book to the child. You have to first open the newspaper every day in front of the child without telling the child that you should also read. Okay, so the children will immediately catch that up, and this is exactly what our teachers also do. They read the newspaper in the classroom early in the morning in the zero period. So I mean, they don't force anybody to do anything. They only understand that it will be imbibed. The second thing is respect. If you have, say, grandparents at home, the child's grandparents at home, and if you are respecting them, if you're respecting each other also, I'm very sure the child will, inculcate those values. So please be very, very careful what you are talking, how you're behaving in the class, in the school. That has a huge impact on the child's personality. Okay, we all want our child to be having a good self-esteem. The self-esteem only come with love and respect. It will not come with money or materialistic things. Please be very, very clear about this. You all are young parents right now who are listening to me, and this is what my advice as an elder in the family would be, that please, please, please understand yourself, understand the situation. We all have challenges in our homes, we all have challenges in our life, but we should also be very, very careful that a human being is being is growing up in front of us, and whatever energy we give to that human being will become that. And we all know that if a child is happy because the child is loving and caring and respecting everything and everyone around, the things will be sorted, right? So this is what I wanted to speak today. And we will be meeting in the classroom when you will be having the classes. I mean, I think the coordinator will be telling you about the blended teaching to start with, because we are still in pandemic. So we will be calling the students, half the students for online classes and half the students for offline classes. Now, it is not going to be on different days. Please understand that we will be having online class as well as offline class together. So that means in a classroom, if there are 12 students sitting in the classroom because of their batch was allotted that particular day to come down to school, then the 12 students who are sitting at home will also be attending the class. Okay, so both the batches of the same section will be at par. All right, so this is something which we are working on right now. It may take a week or 10 days in April to settle down. We request you to have a lot of patience. We will be giving you training for online platforms as well, which we'll be using from April. And we will be giving you detailed circular. We will be giving you the contact details of coordinator, class teacher, and of course mine also, Vice Principal also, Headmistress also, so that you are having good and strong communication channels with the school. This is the only thing which we can boast about is very good in our school. All right, so you can put your message in Kaizala at any point of time, although we prefer that you should communicate between 5 and 6 because the teachers are also having their own family lives. But then do not expect immediate answer because there is a possibility that teachers are busy in a meeting or preparing the content or with their families in the evening, right? So a lot of patience for first 10 days is requested by me today. But then certainly your children will be growing in the almost best, I should say, because all schools give best environment, but we also can claim that. As well as one more request, which I would like to ask you to do is that you please ensure that your child is participating in all the activities which are scheduled. All right. Now, where to find those activities? I told you in the beginning, you can go to the website. There is an event calendar there. And class-wise, we have even calendar circular in circular section also. You will understand that in April, okay, on so-and-so date, this will happen, on so-and-so date, that will happen. So you can guide your ward, or else you can discuss it with your class teacher and she'll help you to ensure that the participation is done of your ward. We as parents and educators can only give opportunities to the children to grow, and that is what we are here for. Right. So thank you so very much for coming here virtually, of course, and listening to us. And now the team will be guiding you through the various processes and the other facts about the school. Right. So have a great day ahead. Thank you, Vishali. Take it over back. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for enlightening us. Moving forward, we proudly bring to you a presentation by our little Salmanians, a Katputli dance. This was held during 25th Raktan Shivir in the year 2019. The guest of honor for the same was Lieutenant General R.S. Gareban, AVSM, BSM, Director General Medical Services, Army. Moving forward, please enjoy the presentation.
एक हाथ से ले तो दूसरे हाथ से लौटा ले खजाने
indeed a very, very happy presentation. Dear parents, the year 2020 was a challenging year, a year full of transitions. It sailed us towards new targets, opportunities, and explorations. Online learning, flipped classroom techniques, technology-based teaching were some wonderful tools that augmented and facilitated learning. Our learners explored, experimented, and they were escorted to collaborative learning in all areas. As stated in the new Education Policy 2020, learners' experiences have a profound effect on their overall development and growth. Their receptivity to new influences and capacity to learn are at peak in this particular stage. It is a time when they acquire a variety of important skills, knowledge, and attitude that affect their ability to learn, their personality, and their relationship with others. Most importantly, their future participation in the society. I now invite our coordinator primary wing, Ms. Neetu Katyal, to apprise us all with the school's rules, regulations, policies, and plans. Over to you, Neetu ma'am.
Thank you so much, Vishali ma'am. A very good morning, respected principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, headmistress ma'am, and dear parents. Education, the purpose of education is to replace an empty mind with an open one. And Silvan Public School has been an epitome of skillful handling of the young minds. I'm going to take you through the journey of orientation program where I will be briefing you about the way we deal with our young children and the school systems. Next slide, please. Through this journey, we will be helped by Mr. Lakshman, IT expert, starting with the vision of the school, as Principal Ma'am has rightly said, that our main aim of the school is to ensure that each child is happy. And we also firmly believe in building a nation through education. And we do that by empowering learners to realize their full potential and nurture a strong foundation in an enriching environment where they can contribute in nation building. Next, please. We uphold the motto of service before self. And for that, we constantly strive to deliver an educational experience that engages students in all domains, provide myriad opportunities to the students for stepping beyond the boundaries of classrooms and enabling them to explore completely new vistas. Equip students with confidence, skills, and foresight required to face the challenges that are posed by our ever-changing society and global scenario. We nurture truly beautiful individuals by instilling the right attitude and moral values in the students. We also inspire our students to become enlightened, productive, and responsible members of the society. Next, please. Our philosophy of education is based on joyful learning. We firmly believe that the child can reach its full potential if he's given a conducive environment. For that, we include a number of learning styles. We include experiential learning, skill-based learning, collaboration, inquiry-based learning, concept-based learning, multidisciplinary learning, interdisciplinary learning, transdisciplinary learning, and theme-based learning. You will experience all of these once the child starts coming to school and involves with the teachers. Next, sir. These are the various pedagogies that we follow to ensure that the learning is joyful and the child is able to reach the highest epitome of creativity and values. We include peer learning, STEAM, gamification, real-life activities. We have bagless days where the students just come and explore new vistas, excursions, heritage tours and quizzes, reflection. That is an important part of our curriculum where the students are able to reflect on whatever they have learned and how to move forward. HOTS, that is higher order thinking skills. We have flipped classrooms, and we all focus on multiple intelligence. That is a very, very important part of our curriculum, that we understand that every child is different and unique, and they have their own intelligences, and accordingly we deal with them and bring out the best in them. Next. These are the assistants available to the parents. You can find this page in our school almanac also. We have the school doctor and the nurse who takes care of the medical issues related in case there are during the classroom or when the child is in the school campus. We have the accountant for the concerns related to fees. We have administrative officer who takes care of the transport, maintenance, and other administration. We have the class teachers for concerns regarding the attendance, behavior, uniform, studies. In fact, your first point of interaction is the class teacher, and most of the times all your queries are sorted there itself. Then we also have subject in charges. We have subject experts who take care of the specific subjects, and whatever queries you have related to a specific subject, you could reach out to them and they'll be able to solve it for you all. We have the coordinators that act as a bridge between the school and the parents. We also have the school counselor, and she deals with the matters related to psychological problems or the personal guidance or career counseling that are needed by our students. Then we have our IT department, and the IT departments work in a number of ways, especially in the pandemic time where everything is online. So for everything, starting from your Zoom or the other interactions or the Kaizala group, you can reach out to the IT department. And of course, if you still have more queries, then you can reach out to principal ma'am, vice principal ma'am, and the headmistress ma'am. Next, please. Here are the details, the email IDs of various coordinators. If you want, you can note it down, but we also have this in our school almanac. You can take it from there as well. As I told you, and as ma'am also apprised all of us, that we have the Kaizala groups. These are class-specific groups, and these are created for the convenience of all the parents because the students are not in the school campus all the time. So the major communication nowadays is taking place at Kaizala. And these groups are created by the IT department, and you will be automatically added to these groups through your registered mobile numbers before the session begins. And as ma'am has already pointed out that the good time to talk to the teachers would be 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. You can post your queries in the Kaizala and they will get back to you. And for any other administrative and academic queries, you have wing specific coordinators. For classes 1 and 2, we have Shivani ma'am, and her email ID is here. For classes 3 to 5, I am there. My email ID is here. Similarly, for classes 6 to 8, we have Vishali ma'am, and for classes 9th and 10th, we have Sanjay sir. We also have our school website, and all the updates can be found over there. We also have a school Facebook where you can find the events and various other programs that we conduct. You can go through it also. And for any query related to IT, you can post your queries at itdept@salvangurgaon.com. Please note this because you will be needing this frequently. And of course, we will have the class teachers' email IDs also, which will be shared once the classes begin. Next, please. Communication is also done through the circulars and the almanac, and we inform the information related to the school uniform, fee, and the other facilities, house system, school transport, and everything else is there in the almanac. So you all are expected to read the almanac thoroughly, and all the instructions for the code of conduct are also given. So please abide by the same. Next, please. This is the schedule for the classes. As Principal Ma'am has already apprised all of us that we will be following the blended learning this time. That is, we will be having the offline and the online classes simultaneously. So the two school timings will be from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. and the parents are expected to fill the Google survey form, which will be floated to you soon. This form includes your consent for the on-campus classes, plus if you have any requirement of the transport. So you need to fill this form, and accordingly, once the consents are received, we will be dividing the classes into 2 groups, and each group will be attending the on-campus classes on alternate days. I will reiterate what Principal Ma'am said, that the classes will be conducted regularly on daily basis. For example, if your child is coming to the school today to attend a particular class, so whatever topic has been done today, the next day the child will be following the same thing at home. That means the same topic will be followed at home. We will not be repeating it. So the child has to attend both the on-campus classes and online classes regularly. And we take our online classes on Zoom platform. The meeting IDs and the details are shared on Kaizala and WhatsApp in the class groups. Next, please. These are the few rules and regulations for on-campus classes. All of you are needed to submit the duly filled indemnity bond form and medical certificate. That is going to be from a medical practitioner. The school canteen will remain closed, keeping in view the pandemic. So the students must bring their water bottle and tiffins, and parents also need to advise them that they should not be sharing the food with anyone. Do not send the child to school if he or she is unwell. It is compulsory to wear proper masks by the students at all times. Of course, the junior students will be guided and monitored by the teachers in school. All the students will be screened at the school entry gate, and it is mandatory for them to bring their own sanitizers. Student and parent iCard will be made available to all. You will be soon receiving that. And entry inside the school premises will be permitted only on showing the school identity cards. I hope you all understand it is very important for the security of our own children. Proper arrangements of school transportation to and fro will be responsibility of the parent. It is for the time being, because keeping the social distancing in view, initially we do not have the school transport facility, but as and when we get request and we have a sufficient number of students to be put in a particular route, we will be starting with the transport facility. So when you're filling in the survey form, you're requested to fill in if you want the transport in future. Now, some more rules are, the students are required to follow social distancing and other protocol of COVID-19, and the school will definitely guide them for the same. In order to maintain light bag weight, kindly check your ward school bag on regular basis. And please ensure that the child is carrying the things according to the timetable. They are not carrying anything extra that is making their bags heavy. The personal and the medical data of the child needs to be filled in the school almanac. We strictly discourage half day and short day. So gate pass will be issued only if there is an emergency. Otherwise, please avoid this. Meeting with the teachers is possible with prior appointment only. So you can call at the reception and take an appointment in case you want to meet any of the teachers. The school should be informed either telephonically or an application has to be sent in case the child is absent from the school. And this goes for both the online classes and the offline classes. In case your child is not attending the online class due to any reason, please ensure you send a message on Kaizala to the class teacher. Parents play a crucial part in every childhood development of their children, and involved parents can make a positive and lasting impact on their child's overall personality. Next, please. These are some of the rules that have to be followed during the online classes. Students are expected to join on time for attendance. Any student joining 5 or more minutes late will be marked absent. It is compulsory to mark attendance in all subject classes separately. So the teachers will be, the class teachers and the subject teachers will be guiding the students during the online classes. You don't have to worry, but just ensure that the children is marking the attendance as instructed by the teacher during the classes. Then the students must attend the classes in proper school uniform. and they should keep their videos on throughout the class. It is going to help teacher to keep a track of how the child is able to perform and whether the child is able to understand or not. Eating during the class and lying on the bed is strictly not allowed. I understand being at home, the children want to be in comfortable positions, but we need to maintain the sanctity of classroom. So they need to sit on proper tables and chairs and then take their classes. Students need to be regular with their written work. The written work will be submitted as and when assigned by the subject teacher in Google Classroom. Again, the details of the Google Classroom will be shared by the class teachers, and they will explain how to go about it in detail. Students must go through the links and read the lessons thoroughly for better understanding of the concepts. I'll tell you how the students can do that. Next, please. These are the important documents that we want the parents and the students to keep them updated with. The first is the event planner. Event planner includes the details of the various events and the holidays that are there in each month. And this is uploaded on the school website. Lakshman sir, can you just open one of the event planner so that we can show to the parents? Yes, this is how an event planner looks like. Like, for example, this is from nursery to 2. This is 3 to 5. Yes, sir, next you can show. So this is how an event planner looks like, where day-wise, what is going to happen in school has been mentioned. All the holidays are also marked in dark colors. So the parents are requested to go through it from the school website. Thank you, sir. We can close this. Similarly, we have the academic planner. Now, academic planner includes the curriculum and syllabus of each month. And again, it is uploaded on the school website. Sir, can you show us one example? Can you browse it down? This is how an academic planner looks like. It includes all the syllabus right from preschool classes, primary classes till 11th and 12th. Thank you, sir. We can close it. Another important feature of the important documents is the home learning plan or home assignments as called in classes 6 onwards. This is basically a document that includes your pre-class content and post-class content. And these are again uploaded on the school website, and these are also sent on the class groups, whether it is Kaizala group or WhatsApp group. The class teachers send it there also. And this basically helps a child to know what exactly is going to happen during the week. These are weekly assignments, and the parents can also keep a track of whether the child is able to finish his work and what all things he is expected to do within that week. Next, please. Now I invite Vishali ma'am to take over. She's going to detail you with some more systems of our school. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Neetu ma'am. Good afternoon once again, dear all. This is the house system. The school has 4 houses, as you can see: Prithvi, Sagar, Akash, and Srishti. And we have 4 different colors for that: Prithvi, green; Sagar, white; Akash, blue; and Srishti, red. The students will be divided into the 4 houses, and each student has to wear the uniform for that particular house. The houses will be allotted once the students join the classes. Next, please, sir. The most important part, the assessment. We use assessment to track the child's journey, the learning journey, the plan. And we believe in a non-threatening environment for assessments. The academic session, one academic session is divided into 2 assessments, that is term 1 and term 2. Each term includes both formative and cumulative assessments. Under formative assessments, we have periodic tests, we have subject enrichment activities, and notebooks. Now, notebooks means class assignments and home assignments, and we also have projects. These are learning projects which help the student to understand, to have hands-on learning experience of the different papers different subjects that are being taught. The cumulative assessment is conducted at the end of each term, and it includes paper and pen test. It is mandatory for students to have a 75% attendance. We believe over here that learning is incomplete if the student continues to miss classes. So it is very important that the student should have 75% attendance separately for term 1 and term 2. And it is also mandatory to appear for all the written assessments because we do not follow the policy of a retest. Next, please, sir. This is the important information. It has already been shared with you. The school timings for the current session for till the time we have our online and on-campus classes will remain 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. The session begins from 1st April. The books and uniforms, it will be, the schedule will be intimated to the parents soon, either through Kaizala, through SMS, or it will be posted on the website. The school facilities, midday meal and daycare facility, which for the current time is on hold due to pandemic. The fee payment, fees can be paid online under the fee section on school website. And it is very, very important for all the parents to keep a track of website. Kindly check website on regular basis for all or any updates. Next one. Thank you so much. Moving forward, as we have just seen that the school is reopening for students after one entire academic year, which was taken online. At our front, we would like to assure you that the entire academic and admin fraternity has been busy planning, collaborating, and conferencing on various fronts to prepare and plan the new session in view of the current scenario. Dear parents, we look forward to a productive partnership with you to ensure that our children can achieve their highest potential. Let us create a positive relationship between you, your child, and us, so that together we can make a meaningful contribution to your child's learning journey. On this note, I would like to take the opportunity to introduce to you the one who gives us all direction and has been our guiding light. She has always encouraged the students to give their best. Our esteemed Vice Principal Ma'am, Dr. Sunita Chakra. I now invite Ma'am to kindly propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Vaishali. You taught me how to play ball. I learned from you how to stand tall. Even when you taught me how to ride a bike, I learned how to balance myself through life's turbulent spikes. Even when you helped me with studies, I learned how to take care of all my worries. Today, I take this opportunity to convert my words into the gratitudes. A very good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of entire Salwan fraternity, I would like to thank our school principal, Madam Rashmi Malik, for her presence in designing this program and obviously for her inspiring words. I thank from the bottom of my heart our headmistress, our entire IT team, all the coordinators and teachers for doing all the coordination work for this virtual orientation program. It is the supreme art of the teacher to awaken joy in creative expression and knowledge. But this is fulfilled only when parents and teachers, they go hand in hand. Thank you so much, dear parents, for attending this orientation program. I would like to leave all of you with a glimpse of one of our songs that was performed by our students in an annual affair of Salwan Education Trust, that is Samman Divas. The chief guest on this occasion was Vice Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Milind Mukul Naravane, PVSM, AVSM, SM, and VSM. Sir is currently heading the Army Staff. It was a very small endeavor to ignite the spark of patriotism amongst the Salwanians. Dear parents, you can log into our school YouTube channel to watch the full video of the program. Now, may I have that video, please?
देश से है प्यार तो हर पल ये कहना चाहिए, मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए। सिलसिला ये बात मेरे यूं ही चलना चाहिए, मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए। मेरी नस नस तार कर दो और बना दो एक सितार, राग भारत मुझ पे छेड़ो झंझनाओ बार बार। देश से ये प्रेम आँखों से छलकना चाहिए, मैं रहूं या ना रहूं भारत ये रहना चाहिए।